What's up guys, it's Teddy here, coming at you with the next episode of my Metal Gear Solid 5 Let's Play, and today we're going to destroy some Soviet communication equipment.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
So I figured out in order to destroy the Soviet comm equipment I would need something with a little bit more, well, let's say, potential. So I went ahead and took a look at the development tab in the menu here. And as I saw I would have the option to develop C4, I thought, well, that's exactly what we were looking for. So I went ahead and developed it straight away, and I requested a supply drop here, close to where I'm going to land. And while we are waiting for that, let's take a look at our map and see if there's anything else interesting around. Now, as you can see, there's a side objective right on the way to our main objective, so we're gonna go and check that one out. It's actually a pretty good one, since a Russian interpreter is what we need to interrogate the enemies which we are holding in close quarter combat, like.
Dog Pop. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
Dog Pup is actually going to grow up later in the game, and he's going to be capable of accompanying us on our missions and sniff out where the enemies are. Now, as you can see, our C4 supply drop arrived here and we're good to go. I think I'm gonna cut out the ride to the main objective, actually to the side objective, since I kinda just forgot right now that there's a side objective on the way we were going to go for, so I'm gonna cut out the ride to there.
Control after you've planted it. There's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. That's the target.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So this side objective is obviously not going to be a handful, since there's only 3 guys, and I decided I'm going for the loud and bloody sniper rifle here. So our goal here is to kill the 2 guys that are accompanying the interpreter, because we can't really make any good use of them, and then we're going to see how easy it's going to be to extract him. You'll see me wasting a hand grenade here in a second, just in order to distract him, to make him think I would be on the road down there, so he doesn't see me coming from the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Now that we got our Russian interpreter at the ready, we are going to be able to understand what the Russians are saying to us while we are holding a knife to their throat. That's going to be pretty useful if we want to know, for example, where a prisoner is being held, or whether they got some nice material stashes around, or also hidden raw diamonds, which are usually you would have to search for them throughout the level. We can now interrogate Russians which we caught alone and off guard, and we can get some useful information out of them. I'm gonna cut out the, I don't know what, 30 seconds of riding here, because it's just plain boring. I'm gonna cut out the, I don't know what, 30 seconds of riding here, because it's just plain boring.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
You might already have noticed, sadly this outpost is a little bit alerted, because on the way I ran into a single Russian guy who was apparently taking a walk on the road, and since I had the sniper rifle out at the moment, I had to, and I noticed him way too late, and he had already noticed me. I had to make it quick so he can't like alarm his buddies, but obviously they heard the shot because the rifle is pretty loud, because it's got no suppressor, and yeah, it's pretty loud. So they are swarming the area already. It's gonna be a lot harder to like don't get detected in this one because they're patrolling around like crazy hummingbees and they know something is going on. So entering the base here, I had no clue where the comm equipment we are supposed to destroy would be located because I didn't really have enough time to do some recon using the binoculars here because they were already alarmed. But fortunately, in this case, they had a huge fucking antenna on top of the building, on top of only one of their buildings, so I was pretty certain it would be inside that building, the communication equipment. You can see it right there. It's like, hey, I'm here, I'm the communications equipment, please blow me up. And also, I got pretty lucky here because there was a sandstorm coming up which made them deaf and blind, as Ocelot already told. And I could just walk in, place the C4 and walk right back out and nobody noticed me since, well, you don't exactly see very far in a sandstorm, I would assume. Also, I wanted to step away a couple of meters from the radio here before I blew it up so they would again look in another direction than where I was actually standing. Now this guy, you can see me interrogating him here. Unfortunately, this one did not really have a lot of information for us. Hey, don't tell me anything, please let me go. Okay, you can go to a better place. Also now, since we got the interpreter, whenever they are using the radio to communicate, we can read it in English in the bottom, even though they are speaking Russian. So it looks like we made it out of the outpost for now. Let's look for a little bit more quiet spot in order to call in the evacuation helicopter here.
Please select a land support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Looks like we got a couple of hostile sheeps up ahead. Let's tranquilize them quick before they can tell the Russians we're here.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
This is Speedwalk. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Speedwalk. On station at LZ.
So that's gonna wrap it up here for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out. I love it!